Today, I'm taking a runner's look at the BlackPods version 2. 9.51 miles, 9 minutes, 32 seconds per mile today. An absolutely beautiful morning for a sunrise run, taking the BlackPods 2 out for my run for me today. It's not the first time I've taken them out for a run. I've taken them now on for a couple of runs. But before I get into my thoughts on these earbuds from a runner's perspective, I do want to go over some disclosures. This is a pair of earbuds that I bought with my own money. No one sent these to me. No one paid me to wear them or to make this video. And no one's going to get a chance to preview any of this footage until you guys get a chance to see it on YouTube. And now with the disclosures out of the way, let's talk a little bit more in detail from a runner's perspective about the BlackPods 2. Now, the main draw for the BlackPods 2 is that they look exactly like the AirPods, except they're in black. Now, I've taken a look at a variety of different AirPods clones over the years, and ultimately I'm disappointed by them. And to cut to the chase, this one is no exception, although these earbuds probably come the closest to mimicking the AirPods than any other earbud that I've ever seen. The one way in which they're remarkably similar to AirPods is in the way they connect with your phone, or your iPhone specifically. Now, when you open up a pair of AirPods, there's a card that pops up on your phone that lets you know that AirPods are nearby and you can connect to them, or it lets you know if AirPods have been connected to your phone. Same thing happens with these. When you open them up, you get that card that slides up from the bottom, letting you know that AirPods are available for you to connect. And so that was really exciting. And when I saw that that was an option on these earbuds, that is what got me to buy them right away, just in and of itself, because I thought that was really exciting. But that's also really confusing because, as far as I know, Apple isn't allowing any other earbud manufacturer to utilize that card. It's really unclear to me how they're able to do that, but it does appear on your iPhone as if they're AirPods, even though these are definitely not AirPods because they're matte black. The fit of the earbuds when you're in their ear feel great. They feel very similar to AirPods. They feel like a little bit slippery compared to regular AirPods. And I don't know if that's like the matte finish that makes them feel that way. But in my running so far, granted it hasn't been very sweaty and I haven't been running very hard lately, I haven't noticed them falling out by any means. I did take them out for an hour and a half today, and then for another 2-hour run over the weekend. And I've also been running it with it this week during my run commute. So I've had a little bit of time in them, although it hasn't been the most rigorous of efforts, but I haven't had any issues with slippage. They seem to fit just fine, just like AirPods do. Unfortunately, that's kind of where all the similarities to the AirPods ends. In terms of sound, the sound is loud, and that's good. They do get very loud, and I was a bit surprised by that. But the sound isn't great. What it seems to be lacking is bass, and I do love bass, almost to a detriment. But I feel like in terms of the way the equalizer is balanced on these, or maybe it's just because they're getting louder, I don't feel the bass. Even if I try kind of pushing the earbuds deeper into my ear and readjusting the fit, I'm just not getting a really good bass sound out of it. The other thing that I'm not enjoying so much about it is that while it was really exciting that they were able to use the connectivity and make it like an AirPod in terms of being able to see it on a card, it didn't always function like a pair of AirPods would. And so when I switched from my iPhone to my Apple Watch, I pretty much had to just repair it to the other device. And then when I wanted to go back to the iPhone after using my Apple Watch, I had to repair the earbuds. I don't know if there was something that I was doing wrong, but I just couldn't get a way for it to connect to one versus the other. So it's been frustrating to me that this one doesn't quite do that. But at the price point, it's something I guess I could live with. Overall, I'm not sure, there's like a full retail value of these kinds of earbuds, and that's kind of normal with earbuds in kind of this genre or this kind of segment of the true wireless earbud market. But they're selling for $60, and I think for about $60, it's about the right price. You're a good like bang for buck in terms of what you're getting. It did take 4 weeks for it to get to me, so it's not something that you can get or pick up a pair really quickly. So that was another one of the things that you're gonna have to kind of like live with when you're buying a kind of earbuds of this caliber. The other things that are nice though is that the case does have inductive charging, so you can set it on your wireless charger. That was really nice. I know that AirPods version 2 have that, or you can get the wireless charging case for your AirPods now. My AirPods are a little bit older, so I don't have that. So it was nice to be able to just kind of get to my office or get home, set these down, and then I know that I have a fresh charge for the next time. Which was also useful that it enables that because the battery life is just significantly less than what's available on the AirPods. On my longer run, the 2-hour run that I had in these, by the time I got back, one of the earbuds had died. The other earbud was at like 50%. And so I'm not sure if the right earbud was just working harder, or I'm not sure exactly what was going on, but it did die on me during the run, like pretty much at the end of that 2-hour mark. I don't know if it also had something to do with the fact that it was connecting to my Apple Watch and it had a little bit of a harder time. So I don't know if I had to work harder in terms of, I had a little bit of momentary flutter at a couple of points. And so I don't know if that was a function of the battery getting low or if that's what made the battery get so low so fast. But that happened one time and I'm not really sure why that happened. I haven't been able to repeat that. Other runs that I've gone on that have been shorter have been fine, but it may just be that I haven't been able to run the battery out. So not exactly sure if this would last me for an entire marathon if I were out trying to use them for a much longer run than just 2 hours. So overall, the Black Pods are extremely interesting. I love the color, I love the design, love the wireless charging functionality. Connectivity with my devices was pretty good. And for the price, I'm thinking that you're getting a decent product. There are products with better sound at this price range, but I think that there's other features that you would probably get this for, which make the kind of lackluster sound a little bit easier to live with. Ultimately, I'm not sure that I would recommend this for runners, which is unfortunate because I had really great hope for these. I'm not sure that I need to do a longer term review of these earbuds. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, this will probably be the last time that I use these earbuds. Great promise, but ultimately they look great, but they weren't my favorite. So that's all I have to say about the Black Pods version 2. Before I go, I do want to remind you guys about the charity runner for this week. This week it's Will Fernandez, who's going to be running the New York City Marathon this weekend and raising money for the MEB Foundation. I was happy to donate $70 to Will's fundraising efforts, and I'll post a link in the description in case you'd like to learn more. That's all I have for today, everybody. Thanks so much for making it to all the way to the end of the video, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Yo, what's going on?